June 9th, 2022. Halfcast 309. Episode 309. Let's go. Of course, I have a few things to share with you guys. An evening of reflection. Shall we? Man who raps about robbing ATM machines arrested over ATM robbery. What a wonderful time it must be to be a detective. All you have to do is copy and paste your way to that gold watch. 4 people, including a Houston music artist who rapped about committing crimes, have been arrested for allegedly robbing an ATM technician in Tennessee. We're not even talking a statute of limitation situation here. They're making the music as they're committing the crime, just giving the police a play-by-play. On Monday, the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department posted on social media images of money that had been recovered following arrests related to an ATM robbery. 4 persons from Texas are in custody for the 10:40 a.m. alleged robbery of a man servicing a Bank of America ATM on Thompson Lane. The press release posted on the police's Facebook page read, "The suspects were apprehended just after checking out of a Dixon, Tennessee motel. Investigations continue by MNPD, FBI Memphis, Tennessee Highway Patrol, and Dixon Police. The names of the 4 arrested were Darius Dugas, 27, Sashandre Dugas, 32, Christopher Alatin, 27, and Ladesian Riley, 30, according to another press release issued by the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department." So you got one person to rap, one person to drive, one person to hold the camera, and then you got to have somebody on the hook. Hustle and flow, baby. Hustle and flow. It is alleged that 2 of the defendants approached the victim from behind and told him not to do anything stupid. Yeah, because you 2 are doing something smart, right? And hand over the money. According to the second press release, detectives were able to determine that one of the getaway vehicles, a Hyundai Elantra, had been rented from Hertz. Using information provided from Hertz, detectives, with the assistance of aviation units, discovered the Hyundai and a maroon Jeep that accompanied it parked at the Motel 6 in Dixon, it said. I have a very strong feeling that one of the suspects either had the rental car or the motel room in their name, or quite possibly both. Detectives watched as what appeared to be cash was loaded into the Jeep when the Dugas couple and Riley pulled away from the motel in the Jeep, and as Alton drove away in the Hyundai. Dixon police moved in. Riley, who also goes by the rap name 213 Junk God, recently released a song on YouTube entitled Make It Home. In this song, Riley alluded to him and other individuals committing crimes. The lyrics describe robbing ATMs out of state, having thousands of dollars in their vehicle, praying to avoid being caught up in a car chase, and making it home. At least in the movies, they changed some of the events around for entertainment purposes. No, this was a full on play by play. The president of the Houston Police Officers Union, Douglas Griffith, spoke about the music Riley has been producing and called it dumb when speaking. When speaking to Fox 26 Houston, 2 of the suspects were out of jail on felony bonds and had been previously arrested multiple times. Griffith continued, "Convicted felons doing their music videos with guns. How dumb is that? That right there is enough for them to get them charged again." He's giving you the game. They want to glorify the fact that they're criminals. That saddens me because we have all of these kids watching this and they're glorifying it, and these kids look up to them. The 4 are being charged federally, and the FBI is investigating whether they committed similar robberies elsewhere. Wow. I wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here it goes. Miami police officer allegedly use Apple AirTag to stalk ex-girlfriend. The last article I caught about the AirTags was the woman from Maryland that was leaving the bar at about 2 a.m. and on the road on the way home, she noticed a device was pinging her iPhone. The smart thing she did, she didn't go home. She pulled over to a public spot to check and try to see if she can find the device. When she couldn't find the device, she went and spent the night over a friend's house. She did not lead these people to her home. And in the morning, they found the AirTag under the driver's side wheel well of her car. Miami-Dade police officer allegedly hid an Apple AirTag in his ex-girlfriend's trunk to keep tags on her, then texted her a photo of a gun when she threatened to get a restraining order. Wow. Javier Magaran, 27, has been charged with 1 count of stalking and 2 counts of installing tracking devices, NBC6 reported Wednesday. Magaran's girlfriend dumped him on March 20th. Rightfully so, doing shit like this at the conclusion of a heated argument and repeated irreconcilable differences, according to the arrest affidavit. And he almost immediately started calling, texting, emailing, and messaging on social media apps. What's deeply concerning about this is him being a police officer. He has extended resources outside of using the AirTag at his disposal that he could possibly use to keep tags on you or track you or pop up somewhere unexpected. On the day he moved out, Magarin allegedly put an AirTag in her trunk, which would allow him to ping her location. First, he showed up at a friend's house where she was hanging out, according to the affidavit. When confronted, Magarin allegedly told his ex about the AirTag, but said he had already had it removed. A day later, he texted her a photo of her car at another location and admitted that he had left the tracking device. This behavior would make me believe that he's done this before. If not to her, then at some point in a previous relationship, this just seems too much like a go to move to me. Maybe using this tactic as a last ditch effort to try and scare his girlfriends into not leaving or getting back together. Eventually, his ex texted him telling him to stop interfering in her life or she would report the matter to his employer. She should have done that off the rip, as he responded via text by saying that he did not care because his life was already over, according to the affidavit. If I'm that woman, I would go on ahead and instruct him to seek help before he kills himself, because there's absolutely nothing romantic about hearing that. Romeo and Juliet be damned. Instead, he allegedly texted her the address of her cousin while she was there, then continued texting her repeatedly for several days, communicating his jealousy and ill feelings over what he believed to be betrayal for the victim being with another person, the affidavit reads. So far, nowhere in this article does it read that she was with another guy, which would be 100% her business. The fact that he's convinced that there's no way that she left because of his bullshit, that it had to be someone else, is a clear indication of his mental state. Magarin allegedly continued harassing her, sending her a photo of a Glock gun with the caption, "I'll do it in style for you." What? When she threatened to file a restraining order, this should have already been in place, and canceling her flight for a planned trip. Eventually, on April 26th, more than a month after she broke up with him, the AirTag went off in her car again, and police found it attached to the underneath of her car. It is discouraging to learn that one of my officers was involved in an off duty domestic incident, which led to his arrest. Miami-Dade police officer George A. Perez said in a statement to NBC6, his actions are not aligned with our core values of integrity, respect, service, and fairness. The arrest of any police officer weighs heavily on our profession and the community we swore to protect. Me personally, I believe getting an officer that's going through some type of mental trouble, getting him off the force and getting him help can only make your precinct stronger, because he's a liability at this point. Man charged with selling fake NBA Finals tickets outside TD Garden. Wait, this is Bruins tickets. What am I going to do? This is Muppets on Ice. What am I going to do with this? These are Red Sox tickets. A Connecticut man was arrested Wednesday night after police said he was selling fake NBA Finals tickets near TD Garden. Jeffrey Hall, 29 of Naugatuck, was arrested on Causeway Street shortly before tip-off of Game 3 between the Celtics and Golden State Warriors. Police said they found Hall in possession fake tickets. According to Boston police, Hall also had an outstanding warrant. Then there's that out of Rentham District Court on charges of forged admission ticket and unlicensed ticket resale. I wonder what the tickets look like. Hall was arrested on the outstanding warrant and will be summoned to court for the latest offense. Prior to Game 3, Boston police had issued a warning to fans to be on the lookout for counterfeits and only purchase tickets from authorized dealers. The way the series is looking, they might go back to Boston for one more before it's all over. So be careful. Man arrested for stealing car, then attempts to sell back to victim. Record show. Name still on the title. Didn't even change the air freshener. A man was arrested for stealing a car and then tried to sell it back to the victim. At least he didn't make a song about it. On May 23rd, the Memphis Police Department got a call that a 2012 Infiniti G37 was stolen at the Indigo Hotel, which is in the 20 block of North BB King Boulevard. The caller told MPD that they were contacted by the suspect, later identified as Robert Mitchell, that they can get their vehicle back in exchange for $3,000. That sounds like extortion. There's no way in such a short time period you could contact someone saying you could do them a favor and get their car back, and they don't believe that you were in on it the whole time. A location was agreed upon, and MPD was at the scene. Stupid. Mitchell fled the scene and texted the auto theft victim, "Why you got the police on me?" According to an affidavit. That little thing about you stealing my car, remember? The vehicle has an estimated value of $20,000, police said. Mitchell was later arrested and charged with theft of property, $10,000 to $60,000, and extortion. Exactly. You're not doing me no favors. You stole my shit. Mitchell has a court date on June 23rd. Fun show. Fun show. Fun show. That being said, I'm going to wrap this one up, but I'll be sure to talk to you guys very, very soon. Adios.